Hey, welcome back, guys. It is Pharaoh. This is episode 3, I believe, of Zero to Hero, and today we're going to be taking a look at Holden, who is now up on banner, and also his twin here, Hoyen. So we're going to be going for Holden first. I think for most players, she's the better unit. I think she's got outstanding potential. I think she's one that's going to scale into the future very, very well. This one here, consuming her HP to deal extra damage. The passive here, making it so she can't die for a turn, and then immediately using her third skill again. This is when you get attacked and you're gonna die, not when you use this and you're gonna die. You couldn't use this anyway and die though. I mean, because it's consuming her current HP, which obviously here in this scenario it would be 0. But execution rate seems to block people from reviving, so that's cool. And then the wound is fine. Deals 2 instances of damage, so double hitting there. And then this is a single hit, it would seem. But she looks really good to me. In those more long, drawn out fights, she's going to be really good. The chance to, or not the chance, she's going to protect herself here as long as you're able to keep her alive and sustain her long enough for this passive to come off cooldown. She'll be able to take some hits, keep herself alive, and do things there. And then, and it goes down to a 3-turn as well. Or after Soul World, it's... So it goes down to a 2-turn cooldown then, hey? If I'm reading this right, it looks like it goes down to a 2-turn cooldown. That might need some testing to make sure that's the effect that's happening, but I think she's going to be outstanding for PvP, something that will be good for a long time. And then Holden here is going to be really, really good for probably both. Definitely better for PvE. I feel like he's really built for Terramaton. He's a defense-based damage dealer. He's got attack down and resistance down, and he dispels 1 buff. This skill pushes back the target's turn meter by 100% and maximizes their skill cooldowns. I'm not sure if the maximizing their skill cooldown thing works on bosses, but on Terramaton, the turn meter reduction does, and on some other bosses, I think it works too. And then we have the defense down here, triple hitting, and then the little passive he's got. When entering battle for every some amount here, I don't know if this is just on my... hopefully this is just an issue because I'm on emulator. The text is wrong. This can't be what it's actually supposed to say, right? This I would imagine there's other words here, but yeah, increases counterattack rate by 10% and damage result by 5%. So he can counterattack when he's attacked or an ally's attacked or something like that. But anyway, triple hitting defense break for Terramaton is cool too. And then I guess the only thing here for me is they're on here. So Hoyen and Holden were both added into the permanent summon anyway. So if I have to full pity Holden, first of all, if I have to full pity Holden, I'm not going for Hoyen at all. But beyond that, if I have to full pity Holden, and then I come back into here, and this is the next thing I rip my summons into, if I get Holden again, or it'd be like, well, damn, I should have just done this, because this is 73 pulls off, and he's 80 off here, so that would be kind of rough. But let's definitely hope that I don't pity out. If we could get this done in 20 or 30 summons, that would be great. And then I might consider going for Hoyen. I might skip her myself. I haven't spent any money. I'm not sure if I will or not. I'm not going to advocate one way or the other. You guys do what you want to do there. I'm not like a free-to-play elitist or anything. I spend money on games. Everyone that can spend money on games wants to. It's not an issue. Just go for it. Why not? Nothing wrong with that. So yeah, we'll hop into Holden here. Then Viper and some other stuff is up on his. I guess that was my first Fangus. No, whoops. Viper, Chiaki, and Kazuma. So I'm hoping to get a bunch of these. If I have to end up going to Pity, I'm hoping at least I get a bunch of her for the the Doki Doki team. Okay, he's trash, I think, but I'll take a new one. Oh, whoops, that's my bad. There we go. Okay, we got a Viper. Just got a Viper. Okay, so this is now going to be 40 in, so we're halfway to pity. The RC7 I think is new. RC77. Don't know that he's great either, but it's alright. Okay. Kraken. Alright, yeah, we're probably hitting full pity at this point. This is just, we're getting brutalized. At least we got the Kazuyo. Yeah, Kazuyo. Yeah, okay. We know what we signed up for today, I guess. Let's see if we have other summons available here somewhere. Okay. Achievements. One more here. As you can see, my summons are now over 360, 363 so far. My wife's account is less than half of that, I think. Or maybe I don't think she's quite to 200. She's got a Messiah and Heinrich. I've got the Mio Heinrich here. And she's got like Rosa and Veronica, I think. I don't know if she has anyone else beyond that. But she's done so many less summons and is going to have the same amount of SSRs and also 2 LDs, so sometimes that's how the luck rolls. Let's go back into here. So at this point, I think we're into soft pity range, like the probability is supposed to go up. The base drop rate of an SSR is 1%. The overall drop rate, including guarantee, is 1.8. You are guaranteed after 80 summons the base drop rate there. So this is supposed to hit a soft pity somewhere, I think. It's a certain point it starts to increase. But we'll just do singles. Now that we're this close, and I'm pretty sure soft pity is a thing in this game, I'd rather just do one at a time so that I don't waste 10 summons on this if I don't have to, but that might not work out great. Okay. On the Freya banner, I think I got to 60 summons in, and then I went ahead and started doing the single pulls. Okay, nice. Another one of her. Happy about that. Okay, yeah. This is just absolutely brutal. Okay, Fangus, cool. Alright, we're 2 off. We are 2 off. Do we have anywhere else? I'm going to pause real quick and see if there's anything else. Alright, so I found 2 more. We're in the arena shop here. So every week you should be picking up the Perfect Lattice and the Orange Shadow Prince first. And then after that, I would do the Evolution Lattice. You're going to get to a certain point, maybe fast, maybe not, where you would want to maybe skip this actually and get the Evolution Lattice first. So Perfect Lattice and then Evolution Lattice and then into these. But I think, I don't, because well, maybe it should just be Perfect Lattice and then Evolution Lattice and then these anyway, because these are more readily available than these, but these are still rare. You're still trying to get SSR or SRs built, and there's not enough of these either. So probably this and then this and then these. But yeah, so we'll pick these up and then get this. So that's a brutal deal. Yeah, the other thing there is, like, at this point I would have hit pity on the permanent banner, and then what if I get an LD anyway? I mean, a Lily, I missed. What am I missing here? I don't have Doki Doki, Messiah, Shadow, Sanya, or Lily. So, I mean, a Lily, a Messiah, I'd be a lot happier with one of these two than Holden. I think Holden's going to be great, but like an LD like that would have been better. And then if you go into that, at least there's a chance for that. And here it's, you know what you're getting. Yeah, we went full pity, guys. We absolutely did go full pity. Yep. What faction would he be in? The D faction, I guess? The Lily faction, the Heinrich faction here? No, it's this thing. The Snake faction. I don't know if there's a name for these, but... Alright, yeah, Line, sure, of course. Why not? Alright. So we got Holden there. We're going to check him out. And look at what we're doing farther from here. So I think it was the last video I did. I was able to reset Leanne right at the end of that event. We also got Ling Luo from her event, and now we obviously got the Holden. So as you guys get farther in here, you got to ask yourself, all right, well, what do I want to build? What team am I looking to build? What can I work around? So for me, I'm looking at building a Doki Doki team, but building a Terramatan team could be nice too, because and it might be back and forth. It might be let's go with Doki Doki here for a day or two, and then let's go back over there, and then of course you got shell farming as well. But you kind of want to be able to push to at least Nightmare at this point. I mean, I've got a 6-star, I got a couple of 5-stars. I really want to be pushing Nightmare 1 of whether it's Terramatan or Doki Doki or whatever. Like, want to get in there, start getting the outstanding modules, and yeah, keep pushing from there. So anyway, Ling Luo is like the best healer in the game. Applies immunity, heals all allies 2 times. For each buff the target has, the healing effect increases by an additional 15% up to 45%. So unbelievable heal there. Also heals here first. First heals all allies by 10% of their max HP and extends all ally buffs by 1 turn. And then targets receive an additional heal for 12% of their max HP. So it's just massive healing. I mean, 4 turns. 4 turn there, 3 turn here. When skilled up, she should work fine without skill ups though. And then this is like a heal over time here. When the turn starts, recover 5% of max HP. For each healing, has a 60% chance to purify 1 debuff from the target. If the target has no debuffs, we'll get this heal over time instead. And this skill even heals 2 allies based on 10% of their max HP. So she is... I don't think it's even close. I mean, she's obviously the best healer in the game. This is an insane amount of healing she's doing. And the immunity and the Whale Prayer is nice. The buff extension is nice. The purifying debuffs is great too. So everything about her is quite good. So I could look at building her and Freya and having them run in Doki Doki and just making sure the team stays alive, having a tankier, longer-lasting run. And then put in, like, Ditting and Gray, and then +1 CC character. So it could be Mio, could be Kazuya. I need to figure out how to say her name. Not wrong one. Oh, no, it was the wrong one the whole time. I mixed these two up. That's my bad. So the green one is the one you want, Kazuyo. The Reverie. She's the one that you want to be going ahead and building, not this one. I mean, maybe this one's okay. I'm not too sure, but yeah, this one is the good CC unit. Decreases attack, does slumber. So good stuff there for... Oh, Doki Doki. Great for Doki Doki there. I also have Mio, of course, which she is great too. So I could run something like Ling Luo, Leanne, Mio, Freya, and Ditting. Did I say that right? Not Leanne, sorry. I don't know why I said her. So Ling Luo, Mio, Freya, Gray, and then Ditting, so... That could be good there. That's basically every basic buff done, because she's got the increased speed for everybody. Steals turn meter, increases turn meter to your team based on what she's stealing. Does another freeze there, freezes, AoE, single target. The thing with her is I need to put skill ups into her if I want to use her. realistically. So the question becomes, do I put it into the second skill? Because the AI is probably going to want to run this skill on priority and then into this skill. So it would be kind of a 4-turn cooldown into a 3-turn cooldown, but this is still effectively a 4-turn cooldown because of how you're running this into this. Or do I want to do this, and then this is a 3-turn cooldown, and then this is still a 5-turn cooldown, so it's this skill into this skill, and then into this twice, back into this, and then into this, and then the CC would be happening more than this would be. Not sure. And it's a 30% chance to apply freeze, and it goes up to a 40% chance. So with enough effect accuracy, it goes up to an 80% maximum. So it's a little suspect anyway for her to be doing it on her own, although this is a great skill here to pair with this. Or do I go ahead and just use the Kazuyo instead? Because she uses the purple lattices. I can take this, get this down to a 3-turn cooldown for sleep. This passive skill here. When she attacks an enemy under sleep, each hit has a chance to move their turn meter back, and it will not remove the sleep. And then here we've got a 1-turn chance to sleep as well. It double hits, so that's good at least. And this one can actually increase slumber duration to 2 turns, so it could be a 2-turn sleep. Where this one should be, 1-turn sleep. So a little suspect to use Mio this early on. Mio's outstanding, definitely a great unit, but it might be better to just run this one. And then she has element advantage as well, so it's going to be harder to kill her for the enemy team. But yeah, and then these two here. Gray is a little bit iffy as well. I can make it work so that he uses this skill into this skill, and then he's effectively got a 3-turn cooldown on these skills then, instead of a 4-turn cooldown. And that pairs well with the Kazuya, because she can do this on a 3-turn cooldown as well, as long as this is skilled out. So she works with Gray, even though he does an AoE. He can, as long as he moves first in the team, it should always work that Gray gets his turn, his second skill, into his third skill, and then Kazuya can come in and hit with her AoE sleep. So his AoE isn't causing problems then, and then she doesn't have an AoE, I don't think. Pretty sure she doesn't. Oh, she does. Yeah, no, she does. Deals damage to all enemies on a 4-turn. So she would need to be definitely faster than... would definitely need to be faster than Kazuya, to the point where she's maybe like 40 to 50 speed faster even, so that we try to land this skill and make this line up better with the fact that they have 3-turn skills. And then Ditting is a single target in anyway, so a sleep team with these units should work okay. And then Ling Luo just hits a single enemy on 1 skill, I think. So she's not, she's there to heal. So yeah, I'm looking at stuff like that, trying to sustain, have a little CC, and then deal damage with just, really just Ditting. Gray can do a little bit, but Ditting is going to be hitting very hard. Do we look at stuff like that, and then again, the investment thing with Mio. I prefer her kit, realistically. And maybe I could just do this, because the freeze, they're not going to wake up from a freeze if you hit them. And she's giving turn meter and increased speed and stealing turn meter from the enemy, so it's hard to not say that I should just go with this one, but again, it's the skill up issue. I don't know if I have 4 perfect lattices even on the account here, or if I just have 3. Oh, I have 5. Okay, so I could do one of her skills then, definitely. So that's something I'll have to think about. Leave comments below what you guys think, what you guys use, because maybe I'd prefer to keep the evolution lattices for something else. If I pull, like if I hit a Lily on the next summon, you want to throw it into Lily, or if you hit like a Ramoka or a Beyonton or a Rosa or different things like that, like you want to instead go and throw your throw your lattices into a good damage dealer instead, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'll take your guys' advice there, whatever you think is good. But yeah, I think that was pretty much it for this episode. You know, not a whole lot, just kind of theory crafting Terramaton, but hope you guys enjoyed. If you stuck around this long, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see everybody in the next video.